I'm going to be talking about my channel, at least what it stands for now, and specifically the videos that I've uploaded. I've created 2 playlists around them, hard news, soft news, but ultimately these videos are actual newswire sources. It comes from CNN. I'm able to use their sources because I happen to be a student of the journalism program. And so these are actual news reports, but they were not broadcast. So I was able to take from the wire the scripts, but make them especially for my portfolio. There is a visual with me standing in front of, I didn't stand in front of a green screen. We had a blue screen. So I stood in front of that. And that would have been the typical Wednesday broadcasts that we did at our campus. But I decided for my portfolio's sake, and because I wasn't able to save much of the broadcasts, that being the only one I had, that I'm going to make my own customized audition tapes. So the way there's music in the background and it cuts from B-roll to me, these are not the standard practice. I just wanted to make it more explicit to my goals and what I felt was valuable at that time. I made these specific videos in the summer of 2015, right after I graduated college. I was still on campus because I requested to stay on campus. And thankfully, my faculty and the presiding authorities at the school were kind enough to say, yeah, you could stay on campus. So I stayed on campus with the intent to build my portfolio. I would go into the studio and then I would film. And that's how I made these tapes. Now, because I was not in front of a blue screen, and because I did not use the actual TV studio equipment, you could see that the staging's a bit off, and you could see that the lighting can be more desirable. I also noticed that the audio is mono versus stereo. And things were a bit challenged at that time for me to put it all together. But the goal was to express, this is who I can be. I wanted to show employers, this is who I am as a presenter. This is how I can interpret your script. This is how I can portray this information. Do you see me as relevant to your vision? So they are made with the intent of employment. Ideally, there will be people who see this, who validate this content, who say, hey, I like this. Because they will value the way that I've been trained, the way that I interpret that training, how I express that training, but also they like me as a person to say, I want you to be a part of what we have. So these auditions give them a taste of that. And of course there's the general application process, but the auditions give that more studio side. Okay, can you have the confidence? Can you have the image that we need for this production? So that is, in terms of the explanation, my audition tapes, my motive. And I've said in my video about the job search that it's been complex for me, to say the least. So I decided, you know what? Let's expand. I'm putting my audition tapes online so that a general audience can view it, but ideally also that to whom it may be concerned will view it and say, what's going on here? So please subscribe to GKP to see this journey, because you're just at the beginning of it, God's willing, and I'm going to be sharing my audition tapes. Ideally, you'll see what you need and find it relevant. So that explains this platform. What are these audition tapes? Why are you doing this? Because I wanted to diversify my job search as well as establish myself in a further way. That is all I have. Thank you so much.